Welcome to Nature Journaling. Today's subject, the humble dandelion. These are a great first plant for nature study because of their abundance. They grow everywhere. And the first real step in nature journaling is observation. Take the time to look at your subject matter from multiple angles, from petal to stem. Include angles that you wouldn't normally think of drawing from. Remember, the point is to educate yourself, not just create a pretty picture. Both the stem of the flower and the stem of this leaf have a lot of pink, even almost purple tone to it, not a color that most people associate with dandelions. What you see me do next is a step many frequently forget is an option with nature journaling. You can trace the outline of your subject matter most of the time. Now you notice here that I'm not being super exact, I'm just getting the rough shape of the leaf down. I can make the adjustments I need for exactness later, but tracing is a wonderful way to get the basic shape of your subject matter onto your paper. Once my rough outline is done, I can go in and start making more exact details as they appear on this dandelion leaf. Once finished here, I will do the same outline method with my dandelion head. I did have to leave that part of the footage out because I am drawing outdoors at a park and my camera was not terribly stable, as you may have noticed with some of this footage already. So I did not have a good view of that outline. But here we can see I'm going in and starting from the center, I have been making these many multitude of tiny layers of tiny petals. And as my petal layers grow to meet my outline, I am going to erase that outline for the more natural edge of the petal shape. Take your time and enjoy this part. Remember that nature journaling and nature studies are not a race. It's important to look at the small details of the items you've selected to draw. This particular leaf is not perfect. It has some holes where some little buggy friend has had some snacks. I am going to include them in my drawing. This is not about drawing a dandelion and its leaf. It's about drawing the dandelion and the leaf that I chose for today's journal. And now I am back at my home desk where I have a dandelion that has gone to seed. There were none of these seeded dandelion heads at the park where I did the initial drawing, which is why I'm doing this part at home. The shape here has changed drastically, so we need to re-examine what our plant looks like in this state. Also, important to note, this is not the kind of flower that I can trace. Those seeds will fly everywhere if I put pressure on them, so I am going to draw this without tracing, starting with the central head that all of those seeds are attached to. And I'm then going to draw a perimeter around it. This will be the stopping point for my seeds. I will start with the sepals to get them in there as they hang down from around the stem at the base of our dandelion. And then I will make the semicircular sort of shape that's at the center of these seedy puffs. My first row is going to connect with the outside edge of my inner circle, and then I'm going to add more seed centers kind of in between, and those will attach further in to that central head. And I'll repeat this for a few more rows just until it's looking nice and full. I am going to use my monopoint eraser. This is a Mono Zero by Tombow. These are fantastic. If you do not have this in your repertoire, I highly recommend it. They're excellent for pinpoint erasing. So I'm going to be cleaning up inside some of these little seed circles, erasing the lines that I don't need or that need to appear behind before redrawing some of my lines and adding short little lines around all of those seed head circles for the fluffy part on the exterior. I like including important scientific and fun facts in my nature journals. For our dandelion, its official name is Ataracaxium officinalis. It is edible in all parts and medicinally is used as an anti-inflammatory. It is also invasive to the United States, coming originally from Europe. I always include the location of the plants that I find, our dandelions in today's video found at Bullough Park in Beersford, South Dakota, and my backyard. As one last fun fact, the Central Asian version of the dandelion comes in pink.